Anybody who lives in WA will know you for Dumplings, your dumpling restaurant that is just got people raving. Where did the passion for dumplings come from?
My family, if anything, really instilled that passion at such a young age. So yeah, I know a lot of people buy wrappers, buy pastry.
You don't do it that way, obviously. You've got your own secret ingredient. Would you share it with us?
I have a little secret, but you'd have to keep it between the two of us.
All right, nobody will know, mate. What
Basically, 2 ingredients, that's it. Without a recipe, it's 2 parts plain flour, 1 part water. Okay. Ideally baker's flour because it's got a high level of protein, but plain flour is just fine. So I'm gonna add in a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a good mix. I'm gonna create a little well in the center, and I might get you to pour that water in a nice steady stream.
Okay. How did you learn to make the dumplings that you've been making that have got people raving?
It all came from my grandmère, which is my grandmother.
Yep.
These days, like with my cooking school as well, it's something that I really enjoy kind of sharing with others.
So that's part of the empire that is now, because you've written a book, you've got another book coming, you've obviously got the restaurant in Fremantle, the pop-up cooking school that's going on at the moment, which is incredibly popular. What do people experience when they come to the cooking school?
Yeah, the cooking school is so much fun. It's 3 hours of cooking, eating, a couple of drinks along the way, but it's all homely recipes. Like for me, the biggest thing is not scaring anybody about cooking or food. It has to just be achievable and fun.
Fantastic.
So
now this is getting a really unusual texture.
Yeah, so misconceiving, a lot of people put in water right now, but a wet dough results in a stodgy kind of dumpling wrapper.
Right.
A lot of people at this point will just start kneading straight away.
Yeah.
But I want to work all that dry flour at the bottom into the wet parts. So I'm going to turn this onto the bench. Still very crumbly, doesn't look like it's going to come together.
Yeah.
But if I pick that up, it holds really nicely.
Yeah.
And at this point is when we start to knead. Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, sure. So push it in.
Just like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I slightly rotate each time, working all these bits in. I guess filling-wise, like you could fill this with anything.
Yep.
But for me, my favourite is chicken and prawn.
Sounds pretty good.
I'll take on.
You're not quite 100% happy, are you?
We're going to get it as smooth as possible. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right, so we're going to put that in, cover it and let it rest for about at least half an hour.
Okay.
All right, it's looking good. We've rested it for a little while. So we're going to portion these out into little bowls of dough. Whatever we don't use, I'm just going to keep that covered.
Okay.
Put that away. Roll it out into a log. We'll cut them into like almost like big pieces of gnocchi. I'll hand you one as well.
Okay.
Rolling that into a nice round bowl because we want to evenly distribute the weight of the wrapper. I'm going to flatten it gently. At this point is when we use a bit of starch. So I've got cornstarch here, just because it's a little finer as opposed to plain flour.
Yep.
I'm going to flip that over so it doesn't stick. So I'm going to roll away and towards me, and I'm rotating the wrapper each time.
Right.
Not even a quarter turn. So that's it basically. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's one of my wrappers done. Homemade dumpling wrapper.
I love it. Well, look, it isn't quite the same as yours, but I'm going to keep practicing. And a bit later on, we'll come back. We've got another great recipe you're going to share with us, right?
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.